Hi, my name is Shannon. I'm 29 years old and I'm 31 weeks pregnant with my first child, a boy. I have been searching the internet for months looking for the perfect boy's name for my little boy, and in my search I've come across the baby names I love but won't be using videos, and that kind of inspired me to share the names that I love but may or may not be using. My husband and I are about 90% sure of the name that we have picked out, so I feel comfortable sharing baby names that we love but will not be using. That's not to say that in the future we won't use them, we're just not gonna use them this go around, I don't think. This is my second video on this topic. I just have so many names that I could share. I've been making a list since even before I found out that I was pregnant. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and find that video on my channel. Today I have a list of 4 girls' names and 4 boys' names and then 2 unisex names. The first name I have is Kenna. I really like Kennedy, and I think Kenna is a modern take on that and it's less common, which is why I like it a lot. The next name that I have is a boy's name, and that's Shia, and I love how soft that name is. I don't really know, like there's always a possibility that I could use it. I don't think my husband likes it as much as I do, so that's like why we're not using it this time around. The next girl's name is Margo, and I absolutely love how old-fashioned that name is. The only reason I wouldn't use it is because of its popularity due to Margot Robbie. It is such a beautiful, classy name though. The next boy's name is Liam, and if it hadn't been #1 on the charts for years and years and years now, I would absolutely use it. My husband is obsessed with the name. I think it's a beautiful name, a beautiful, handsome name, but it's just way too popular, and I don't want my son to be one of 5 or 6 Liams in his class. The next girl's name is Solana. I think it's very pretty, and then you can shorten it to Lana, L-A-N-A, which I love. The only issue I have with Lana is the way that it's spelled backwards, the word that it pronounces. I just don't like that. I brought this one up to my husband, Solana, and he said it's like a Bitcoin type of thing, so he nixed that one right away. The next boy's name that I have is a cute little German name, and that's Otto, and I think that is super cute, short, sweet, really easy to spell. It reminds me of Doc Ock from the Marvel series. I don't know, I could see myself using it, but my husband doesn't like it. The next girl's name that I have is another classic name similar to Margo, and that is Hazel. To me, that's just a classic, really pretty name, and it's on the rise right now too, I'm pretty sure. It also has sentimental value to me, or well, to my husband, because he's from a town called Hayes, so that Hazel in there is kind of cool. But we're not having a girl this time, so we'll see if we have one next time. The final boy's name that I have on this list is Callum, and I really love that name. It just doesn't feel right to me for this child, and that's why I'm not using it. The first unisex name that I have on my list is Ashton. And although I obviously put it on my list because I loved it at one point, for me right now, like I just feel nothing towards it. Like it's a nice name, it's a good sounding name, but it's not for me. It's very similar to Ashley, and I'm pretty sure Ash is like a rising thing right now due to Pokemon. So if you're looking for something kind of like that, that's a good vibe. Finally, the last unisex name that I love but will not be using, I don't think, is Arlo. I think that is the cutest name. It can go on a boy or a girl. If I were to use it, I think I would use it on a girl just because it sounds a lot like Harlow to me, and just take off the H. Yeah, it's a really pretty name, and I actually got it off The Good Dinosaur. So if you like that movie, you could use that name. Those are all the names that I have for this video. We're about 90% sure of the name that we chose, and I'm almost 100% positive that we will not be using those names for our little boy who's due in like 8 weeks. But who knows, if he comes out and we think he looks like one of those names, we might use it. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I do have another video on my channel dedicated to this topic. You can also find me on TikTok. I have a whole playlist dedicated to my pregnancy, a few issues that I've had with that, and then my baby moon, which I spent in Hawaii. I did a whole vlog series on that. I would love to see you over there. I share stories about my life, my pregnancy, everything that I do basically. I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and you want to see more about pregnancy and motherhood, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you. Thanks so much for watching.